Hello everybody, my name is Merc and we're back playing Blueprints. We're on day 6. I did not end up playing yesterday, but I was thinking about the game for a good portion of the day. I even went so far as to watch some of my recordings and take some better notes. In particular, I started making a family tree, which tentatively includes the housekeepers, but I still have very little information on them, and I didn't go too hard on that aspect yet. I'm still kind of only rewatching up to day 2-ish, so my knowledge is not completely there, but there are things that I missed in the video for sure that I'm now connecting pieces. I guess, should we just go to this outer building right away? I don't see why not. I mean, I guess there are some reasons why not, I suppose. But for the moment, we should have a look-see. We've already lost 2 steps. I don't quite understand how that works. Rooms in your house will be more likely to contain dig spots today, items for trade, or special floor plans now cost feet instead of diamonds with the hovel. The hovel's very interesting. We've used it before. I can't remember what we put. I think we put the metal detector in the coat check. Like I said, it's been like a day and a half since I played last, and I've not rewatched that footage, so I don't actually know exactly how that day went down. That said, I talked about that day a lot because that day was pretty big for me, my day 5. And I know many people playing this game, so we're kind of like talking around spoilers as we can. I'm gonna get the trading post, and this is gonna be like a neutral run. Like, there's gonna be no immediate benefit for us doing so. I'm gonna justify this decision by saying this is a room we've never been in before. So maybe we'll learn, maybe we'll get some information. Dynamite, a little too dangerous to pick up. Huh. And what is this trying to accomplish? Did I already... What the... How do I get this to go over here? It doesn't seem like it wants to. Oh? Okay. Oh? Oh no. Okay. I just solved that. Kind of brute forced it a little, but I kind of picked up what it was putting down. You have been rewarded an allowance token. Your allowance has been permanently raised by $2. Allowance, so like every day I get $2? Is that what it just said to me? That's the first allowance token we've seen. So no matter what, this trading room was already been a boon. You have no items to trade. Okay, so I was wondering how it would work in that if it would have options being like, oh, you can get some salt if you trade in, I don't know, a sleep mask or something silly like that. But it seems you have to bring the items to see what they offer. We're already at 46 steps. It's kind of an interesting proposition. I feel like you have to go to that outer house though. You have to get the benefit, even if the trading post didn't exactly give me anything. And I can't help but notice, okay, so this courtyard is a room, and then that side path over there is another room. Because I got footsteps every single time. It's more feats than you think it is to leave the house and go over to the outer room. Allowance of 2. Okay. I don't know why it has 2 stars here. Maybe we'll discover that some more. And we at least, I have to assume, have 3 more permanent additions to unlock. So we still have quite a ways quite a many things to do here. I think early den is very good. Gives us more doors. And we don't have a gem. Storeroom would be good, but I don't want to close off this path necessarily right away. Give me that. What would that be? An amber, I suppose? Oh, we got a footlocker here. A parlor, a nook, and the billiard room. So these are all excellent rooms. You'd love to see every single one of these. So we have solved the parlor every single time. We've only just started solving billiards. When you solve the parlor, you get gems. When you solve billiards, you get keys. This is a free key. I think this is 2 keys. So, in my opinion, we just take billiards. And we go play some darts, and we're gonna run the math and see if I actually know how to do this now. Okay, we click 8. Oh, they're changing the rules already. Okay, so 5 plus 6 is 11, plus 7 is 18. Okay. Now I think this ring is addition, this ring is subtraction. So it's 18 minus 6 minus 10, which would be 2. Okay. 10 minus 5 is 5. Times 4 is 20. I think pink is multiplication. Okay. 15 minus 9 is 6 times 2 is 12. All right. It's an interesting little puzzle because you don't really follow bed mess, right? Like they make you do the addition first. Okay, I didn't necessarily want to click this door immediately, but I guess there's no reason not to. Oops. You must select one. Wait, what? Once you've drawn floor plans, I see. We could take the chapel and just, like, not go in it. I don't see a downside to this. It's doors. We don't need to go in it necessarily. We can just go back to the den. Let's run it. Let's see how this logic feels. Like, you can look inside. There doesn't seem like there's anything there. We don't know for sure, though. Then we'll just go to this room instead. I always think there's something on this table, but it's just junk. 2 gems. Bedroom, parlor. This gives us 2 gems. I'm not adverse to this necessarily, but I probably still will not go into the chapel unless we need to. And we don't necessarily need a room to the right, a room or a door to the right. A door to north would be great, but obviously we don't really have that option. We cannot take the passageway, and I'd rather save that for later too. So let's just get the economy going and do the gem puzzle. I've not failed this yet. Hopefully it remains that way. I don't see anything in there that makes me want to go in. All right, we take the crank. The blue box contains the gems. What does the blue box say? This box is the white box. Blue box is straight up lying. This box is the black box. That box is also straight up lying, which means the last one has to be telling the truth. The blue box contains the gems. I hope they don't make this puzzle much harder, because there's already been like a couple instances where I'm sitting here for like 2 minutes trying to suss out a baby logic puzzle. Though I will say that the ones I have been sitting around on do feel harder than that one, for example. But maybe I just understand the logic a bit better. So we got our keys here. I'm gonna use a key on this chest. I forgot about this last time. And we got a lot of money. So much so that like I don't even feel bad about the idea of going to the chapel. But we're still not gonna do that. There's no reason to. We are kind of wasting some steps with our pathing here, but it is what it is. Let's just continue north. These are all excellent. Well, okay, I shouldn't say that. Lavatory, never excellent. I feel like unless there is an urge to go to the bathroom in this game, there's no reason to ever draft this room. Unless I guess you're going for a red manor like I did last time. The guest bedroom, 10 steps. It's a dead end. Kitchen, not a dead end, and it's actually a doorway path, so requires a gem. We have a lot of money. I think we just take the kitchen. It seems right to me. I know a lot of these could be like snap pick choices, but I do like deliberating on them. And hopefully y'all understand and maybe enjoy hearing my reasoning. All right, the kitchen menu. We got bacon and eggs, 10 feet, and add morning room to today's draft pool. I think we take that because we've never seen that before. Today's main course is a glazed salmon. Charboiled Cajun spice salmon, lemon butter sauce, served with over spinach leaf. I made lemon butter salmon yesterday. That's fun. Not quite added Cajun spice to it, but I added some, like, you know, pepper, salt, and like lemon and garlic spices. The basics, as you will. I didn't want to go too hard. I do love the Cajun spice though. Anyway, plus an additional 10 steps if you have an aquarium in your house. Cool. Very cool. Banana we've seen. Club sandwich we've seen. Club seems like maybe not the greatest. It's not very value. I guess the banana's not either. It's 1.5 per dollar. The club doesn't feel good is kind of what I'm getting at. I understand that it is, you know, the same price and less, but I'm more intrigued by the morning room. So we take this. We don't need more steps right now, but we can come back here later now that we are flush in feet. It's open for a door to the left, and we got one with the drawing room. The mailroom package has been delivered. I don't want to make a dead end here. This seems like a bad spot to make a dead end, so... I'm just trying to think how we want to do this. Yeah, we definitely take drawing room here. We have the gems. We need to be on the lookout for more gems. Look at these pictures again. I don't think these necessarily mean anything, but bathtub bat today. Because you don't see these pictures anywhere else in the house when you see them here. So I'm wondering if that means that they're like now a rare spawn, and if there's something that matters with that. So again, bathtub bat should be easy enough to remember. I am a vampire who likes taking baths. Okay. So we're done here because this room doesn't have anything interesting other than the drafting possibilities. Speaking of, let's make it happen. Free reroll. Pantry, office. Office requires 2 gems, which is unfortunate. So I think we take pantry. So it's not a dead end, and then we can take the money and run. We could just reroll. I want to reroll. I mean, pantry is not a huge thing. We have money. None of these are huge, so let's reroll. Mailroom again. Bedroom goes back to the start. Hallway, not great. Not bad. We got a lot of feet. Let's do hallway, I guess. Okay, so one thing I realized in my viewing back on my previous recordings, this is on a red card. We had that memo that says red cards equals lies. Doors in the west wing are more likely to be locked. That might mean doors in the east wing are more likely to be locked. That's the only other way I can take this red card if it's lying to me. Because I don't think it actually is true that eastern door or western doors are more locked. Oh, I kind of want to take this nursery. We don't need the money. We have a key. And it's fine if this is a dead end. It's not great, but it's fine. Maybe we take the key. The key is safer. Pantry's good too, of course. These are all good. I think I'm gonna rule out nursery because we need gems. I keep spending gems too early, I think. And more key opportunities, I think, is more important than $4 more. So we'll go with that. And that's why you don't insta-pick. Not that I know if that was the right answer or not, but... Alright, nothing else going on here. Mailroom again, once again. Morning room. It's a dead... These are all dead ends. So we have to pick what dead end do we want now. Observatory, once again, costs a gem. I am curious because we have the star counter in our home screen or whatever, our tab screen. Mailroom, of course, I'm still very tempted because I don't know what this does. Morning room, 2 gems. Tomorrow you start with 2 gems. Well, there's our answer. We've been to all these other rooms, although we've only been to mailroom once. We gotta try the morning room, unquestionably. Oh, this is a nice little room. Oh, there's an upgrade thing here. Okay, we need to go to a terminal. We've only seen one terminal, and that was in security. Oh, we got some lore here. Time for me to start reading. November 5th, Reddington Herald. Extra, extra, the Baron of Mount Holly names nephew provisional heir. I don't know why. I kind of summoned like David Lynch there. Rest in peace. All right. In the blue hours of Wednesday morning, the venerable Baron of Mount Holly, Herbert S. Sinclair, passed away at the ripe age of 73 after a prolonged struggle with a heart condition that had been kept from the public eye until his final days. Esteemed as a pillar of society and renowned for his penchant for crafting puzzles, he was a source of endless fascination to our readers over the years, not least through his popular column Baron Bafflers, which he penned for over a decade. The particulars of the announcement of his successor yesterday has left his devoted followers with one last intrigue to ponder. The reading of his will precipitated. There we go. Sound it out. you're only over 30. Sound it out. Precipitated a flurry of speculation for his niece and presumptive heir. The much beloved and lamented Mary Matthew Jones has been missing, presumed deceased, for the past 6 years. Okay, this is key information for sure. I'm gonna copy this. Like, I already knew it was, but I just wanted to read some of it anyway. We're gonna continue reading now. Miss Jones, better known to our readers by her pen name Marion Marigold, enchanted the hearts and minds of children across the realm with her literary creations such as The Red Prince, Swimbird, and A New Clue. Her disappearance remains one of age's most tragic mysteries. With her whereabouts unknown, it was Marigold's own son, Simon P. Jones, a lad of but 14 summers, who was yesterday named the provisional heir to the sprawling Cinca Empire. However, this vast inheritance is accompanied by an undisclosed contractual condition. Given the Baron's well-known penchant for tests of mettle and wit, it's clear that the young heir from Reddington, distinguished in his own right as last year's county science fair runner-up, faces an extraordinary challenge in the weeks to come. Okay, so Simon's a bit of a nerd, but he's also got runner-up in the science fair, so he's not the most qualified, perhaps, is what that is implying. A new clue is a new clue in the story of Marion Marigold, because we have read the book The Red Prince. We've heard about Swimbird, which I believe was the first one or the second one. I think that's the one that popped off, Swimbird, which made her famous under her own right, as opposed to being the niece of Herbert here. And then this is the first time we've heard of A New Clue. So this is all very intriguing. Some decent information here. Just kind of clarifying some stuff in case you didn't quite realize that she had disappeared. All right. And one of the books in the library. Ooh, we got the car keys. That we could have ordered or could have requested was that Bluebird. What was it called? Not Bluebird. I have the screenshot here. Swimbird. Make sure we're going the right way. Yeah, we just want to go past the drawing room now. And then we gotta draft something good here. We don't gotta, but it'd be nice. Security! I think the answer is security. Unquestionably. Especially because we have the terminal thing. I kind of want to redraw, though. Let's redraw because we can. Maybe that was a mistake. Kind of was. So we got to take spare room here. Which is okay. We got saved by spare room. That's why I figured the redraw wasn't that big of a deal. Note to self, if you get drawing room early, I think it's a good idea to use your rerolls. If you can. Justify it. But if think it later, it probably kind of might screw you over a bit more. Depending on what rooms you have. Man, this kind of sucks, but I think it's time for the passageway. Because I don't want this to be a dead end. I don't want to have to go all the way back to the chapel. We could, because we can justify buying more food, but I don't want to do that. We need more gems ASAP. I'm going to go north. If it's locked, then there's no reason to necessarily go straight north, I think. Okay, what about west? There's security again. Corridor, weight room. Weight room's kind of a mess right here. The answer is security this time, unquestionably. So now we're gemless. That's pretty bad. Red memo equals lies unless written by hand. Is what that says. There's also been other messages of like, or a message in the workshop, I believe, that says you gotta watch out for bolded letters. So we need a key card here. Oh yeah, we should do the terminal thing. Scanning disk. Courtyard data has been found on this upgrade disk. You now have the chance to permanently enhance this room to one of the 3 different upgraded floor plans. Select a floor plan below to upgrade this room. 2 diamond or 2 gems, 5 dig spots, or courtyard is always left unlocked. This is intriguing. Courtyard, I think, is just always good. That's a boon. It's better than courtyard. 5 dig spots, that's also a boon, but it's not a guaranteed boon because you don't always have the shovel. I don't have the shovel right now, in fact. And if this is a permanent upgrade, I want this to be as active on many possible runs as possible, right? As possible. 2 gems in the courtyard, I think, is the play here, because I'm always hurting for gems, I feel. And that just makes sense to me. It's kind of boring, but I think it's what we need. It's kind of the lifeblood to keep us pumping forward. Potentially. Alright, so we got a key card door here. Oh wait, can I not? We gotta figure out how this works again, because I gotta mess with this terminal. I always forget. Where are the 5 coins? Apparently there's 5 coins hidden somewhere, and I missed them. Maybe it's in the trunk? You should expect to see 1 or 2 security doors with low setting or 5 or 6 with high setting. Okay, so I think this, I might understand why you'd want it high. If you have the key card, then that's basically like a free unlock. Right? But I don't have the key card, so I want it to be set to low. So there might be 1 or 2 security doors, which there's one right next to me. And then what is offline mode? This mode determines the default setting the security doors will be set to if the power is lost during a blackout, for example. As a general safety rule, offline mode should be set to unlocked if any staff are working. Okay, so I think that means if I ever somehow turn the power off, which may or may not be a thing, because I don't know how to turn it off specifically to security, like that one breaker room doesn't have that opportunity. But I think if the power turns off now, maybe the door will be automatically open. Is the logic there? Let's continue this way. Hey, there's the beautiful room we were looking for. Wait, it cost a gem to get in there? That wasn't part of the agreement. It's still good, but like I can't go in there now. That's unfortunate. I guess we take guest bedroom. Because we're going to start needing steps real soon. Usually guest bedroom has an item on this table too, which is cool. Opens electronically powered security doors. We done did it. Okay, so maybe we want to turn security up now? Now that we got the key card? Let's try that logic. Why not? We're right here. And now we don't have to go backtracking as much either, which is nice. Okay, keycard system. Set this to high. And then I guess we'll change offline mode, or keep offline mode as is. I don't see the reason to change that necessarily until we figure out what it does. Commissary, weight room, furnace. Oh, we can't afford that. We take weight room and then we don't go in there unless we really have to. Because we can't deal with furnace. And we can't afford commissary. Alright, do not go in the weight room. Never mind. It already took away the steps. Okay, we just need to make sure we're within steps up to the kitchen. We're not too far from the kitchen, so that's okay. Let's go, just go north. If you're ever gonna go in a random direction in a room, go north first, I feel like. Okay, well, storeroom might be really good. Darkroom's also fine. Because I'm trying to progress. I'm just trying to go a direction, you know? This might be a bad spot for darkroom, though, because it might kind of mess up our future pathing. Storeroom's a dead end. It gives us a gem, but... And then we don't need pantry. Again. This might be a big mistake. We're about to find out. Found the mailroom. Letter from Dad. We've already seen this one. I'll have to go through that letter again on my own time and maybe I can pick up more information. We solved this. I don't know what this indicator settings is though. It doesn't tell you what it's supposed to be for. Press any button to activate the blue. Press a blue next to a red to activate purple. 5 purple indicators are needed to activate the 6. So we got 6 purples before, but I don't know what that did. Reinforcing that the groundskeeper was fired. Packing slip from the Cinca Company. Packed on November 11th by Kate Thompson. Sleeping mask, 2 gems, 2 keys. Hey, yo. That's pretty huge. And then we can actually get 5 steps back too when we go back. Okay. All of a sudden we're kind of like back in the game maybe. Not that we were really out, but the weight room kind of put things into question. Maybe I shouldn't have done this. This is the coat check. So I'm making a couple dead ends if I do this. Okay, we don't necessarily need the metal detector. We're kind of flush with consumables. We got archives, which actually might be Poggy. Might be Poggy. So we got all this information. Actually, this is one of the things I reread through. Because I think I got that on day 2 or 3 or something like that. Got this room. That was also the message that said that she was, went missing. I think it's finally it. We take the corridor, and it's always got to be unlocked. So now we're getting to rank 8, which means if we can find the dinner room, the dining room, I suppose, as they call it. We don't need any of these. We're taking the archive floor plan. It's the pantry after so long. Oh my. Alright, well, where does this go? There's the dining room. We gotta see how it connects to the antechamber. And the dining room is huge right now. It's just free foods. We don't have our aquarium yet, though. Coupon book. Nice. Oh. Found the antechamber. Too bad I can't enter it. Okay. So we can eat this fish right now. But I can get 10 more steps if we can find an aquarium along the way. I don't know if it's actually worth trying for that. Maybe, maybe not. We take laboratory. We've never seen this room before. I went quiet because I was like thinking so hard about the laboratory. Okay, Kimberly Thompson has wrote a letter here. I typically work over at Cinca Labs, but I got sent over here for a month to assist more with his new turbine tests. I think I need some help. For the past 3 days, I've been unable to find the laboratory on the estate. Today was the first success on that front. Can anyone tell me if this is typical, and if so, how do you get any work done? Before I arrived, I was briefed on the way the doors work, but I must admit I did not expect to be excluded from my new workstation for the first week. Any tips from my fellow technicians would be appreciated. It's fun. Heating and cooling curves. H2O melting point. Room temp is about 20 degrees. Complete thaw is about like 18, I guess. Test 205 at atmospheric pressure. In Mount Holly freezer. Lab technician Randolph M. So this definitely is some information. This might be how you, or like relevant to thawing out the freezer, because there was tons of like gems and stuff inside the freezer. Ooh, magnifying glass. A wooden brass magnifying glass. Inspect documents of the estate more closely. What? Cooler is unaffected. Huh. Wait, so should I take a screenshot of that too? This is kind of crazy. I posted that I was playing this game and I found a random screenshot online and there was a magnifying glass in it and I was like, whoa, that's weird. And then I never really pieced it that like that was an actual item. Oh, another terminal. In the laboratory, you are free to experiment by testing and combining different mechanics to create an original and unique house feature that will last until the end of the day. Continue with experiment. Choose a cause from column A and effect from column B. The next 3 times you open a locked trunk, or whenever you draft a shop room, or whenever you draft an archived floor plan, permanently add 1 gold to your allowance, lose 10 steps and gain 20 gold. Add a small chest to the entrance hall. Holy crap. Well, we are archived. We have archive issues right now. And I'm at the point where I'm like, let's throw this runaway. not that we're like throwing anything away necessarily, but like we're already accomplished quite a bit in my opinion. Not that I can tell you what we've done, but I feel pretty good about this run so far. If I can just start taking archived rooms and permanently adding gold to my allowance, that sounds insane. Like, I think that's what we have to do, because this is a guarantee. We're gonna find archive rooms and it's gonna screw us over. Like that's what's gonna be, right? Whereas we don't know if we're gonna find locked chests, and we don't know necessarily if we want to draft shops. Like, we have money, but we don't even know if they are gonna be draftable because some of them are archived. So legit, I think we do this, and we're gonna kind of throw the run away, but in the best, most amazing spectacle possible for the rest of the day. Research logs. No experiments found. Okay, so this is our previous experiments, possibly. Would you like to pause it? No. I don't know the password still. Maybe it'll be in this room somewhere. Effective immediately, electronic mail can only be accessed via security terminal. Well, that's wrong. How do I get my emails? I guess I gotta log in. This machine requires additional power piped in from the boiler room. I don't know about this magnifying glass. It makes me worried that there's like tiny things I'm missing now. Well, I don't know if we want to mess with this then. Oh no. What? I feel like this one's oxygen, is it? Or maybe that one's carbon. It's been a while since I looked at the periodic table, I must admit. That I do not like seeing that. I'm gonna put it in my thing, and apparently I'm gonna have to make a separate section in my notes just for the periodic table. Oh my. Oh, here it is. Oh, I was right. Oxygen is this one, but it's not number 8. Or rather, it is number 8, but it's not 8 here on the previous board we saw. Wait. No, this is right, is it not? Argon, neon. Yeah, no, yeah. Like I said, it's been a long time since I looked at one of these. Okay, well, at least I don't have to actually pull out outside information here. I can really do the cipher on my own now. And by that I mean I'm gonna do that on my own time, unless it becomes really relevant right now. It might, but I'm okay letting some ideas cook for a moment, you know? Like, I don't see a reason to immediately solve that puzzle, but maybe I should. Kind of seems like everything else is like set dressing. I think this is just saying this does not work at all until we have the boiler room. Okay. All right, let's try this experiment, right? We have a lot of doors, so this experiment should go well, in my opinion. Maybe we have so many doors, we're running out of feet again. We actually kind of have to go back and eat. Although the dining room's right there, I forgot about that. Do not forget about that. Okay, if we see aquarium, we take aquarium. If we see many doors, we might take that too. This would give us a lot of steps. We still have not taken the rumpus room. It is a door. We don't need the money. We do kind of need the gem. Your allowance has been raised. Okay, we got 3. Hey, 3 steppers. Not terrible, not good. I mean, good. Not bad, I guess. Okay, so we have 3 here now. Alright, well, let's continue. This is our last key. Do I really want to use our last key like this? I kind of don't. We can go back to archives, I guess, and then eat the fish along the way. Save the key for the moment. We still have like 3 more doors at least, and not including the chapel all the way down there if we ever find our way back. So I say we start heading back now. And like I'm kind of implied already, like I'm pretty pleased with how this run has gone. I like that you could choose to have dinner or not, and there's like a conditional as to whether the dinner will be better. Okay, so all of a sudden I'm feeling much better about this run, of course, but I don't foresee us like actually making it to the antechamber. I think that's some lofty goals right now, and we should just be focused on trying to make stuff happen as much as we can. Do we just take the... do we just burn this run to the ground? I kind of feel like it. We're out of gems, and we only have 1 key left. And I don't really care about the money because we're gonna have permanent allowance upgrade. We already have $3 for next run, and now we have 4. And this is the bunker room, so we actually get twice the proc of the sleep mask. Okay, so another thing that I realized, rewatching my footage, this is the bunk room with the Atari in it of Simon, as evidence right here, and his bigger brother, who has not been named, has not been mentioned. No one has even implied that there's been another brother. So my theory is this might even be a twin brother, a twin older brother. It might be, okay? That might not be relevant, or not, maybe it is. But the actual thing I think happened is this older brother of Simon has also been disappeared or deceased. Whoa! I didn't know you can continue on the next page. Okay, that's good that I found this, because I only read this first page last time. So this is from the perspective of Simon's brother. Herbie is mean and really stupid, and today is a good day because I threw away his airplane. So Herbie is his great uncle. I'm gonna save this picture too, even though it doesn't seem that informative. So he threw away his great uncle's airplane because he doesn't like him so much. I also had more fun at camp than he has had in his entire life. Today is a good day because I got my brother in trouble for reading my private journal without my permission and writing mean things in it too. He also threw away my model airplane in the bushes outside, but I got it back, and if he does it again, he will not get to go to the park on Friday, and I will make sure he gets no presents for his birthday. Oh, I was wrong. Okay, so this is Simon. Herbie is mean and really stupid. Today is a good day because I threw away his airplane. He's making fun of his brother for writing that. And then he's also saying he had more fun at camp while Herbie was home alone. And okay, so we confirmed Simon has a brother named Herbie, named after his great uncle, I guess. That's fun. I'm gonna save this picture as well. I'm glad I looked at this again because That would have been a crucial piece to miss, I feel like. Alright, so Simon is once again writing back. I don't need any presents because I have my brother's book, because he won't stop writing about me, and today's a good day because I know he cries when he can't find his book even though he is older. He is a crybaby. Wow, Simon. Do you think Simon regrets this, reading this? Today is a good day because today my brother returns from college and I get to finally return to him the book I took from him a long, long time ago. Hopefully you find it as hilarious as I do. I honestly have no idea how we survived sharing a room. All things being said, I wouldn't have it any other way. I still would rather have had his sister. Congrats on the diploma and welcome home, Simon. Today is a good day is bolded. So that he does, this is like some fun memories between the two. It's not like trauma going on here. That's very cute. It does seem like it's interesting. It looks like there's like a typo from the typewriter right there on the V. I wonder how they bolded on typewriters. Did they just like rewrite over it, or is there like an option to bold? My brother returns from college and I get to finally return to him the book that I took from him a long time ago. So, definitely not twins. There goes that theory, like, immediately. Herbert's quite a bit older, or Herbie. Herb? Herb? I guess when you're saying the name, it's with you actually say the H in it. Herb went to college, went back home. Simon gave him this book. Simon's like 14 now. So his brother's like maybe 10 years older than him. Might be a little too much, but oh, free bananas. Don't mind if I do. Man, it's interesting because like there's so many little things and you might be like, oh, maybe I can pick up this flashlight. No, you can't do any of that. Can't do this. And then there's just bananas, and then there's a key card. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I kind of wish they made it a little more interesting or like obvious as to what's interactable, but then I worry that there's like secret interactables that they don't want you to know about, which is why they didn't do that, you know? Okay, let's continue adding to our allowance. We're already at 5. I didn't know the allowance existed prior to this day, and now I have 5. That's nuts. We got our key card still. You already know. Screw these red rooms. I don't care. It's the boudoir, and in fact, it's another door. And it's a gem. Because I solved this puzzle on day 1, and the answer seems to never change. Beautiful. Give me that ruby. Give me that. All right, onwards. Walk-in closet, 4 items. I don't want that. We have so many steps now. Oh, is it the storeroom finally? Okay, maybe we start taking some gem rooms now that we have 2 again. Well, maybe that's why I keep getting myself in this predicament where I'm running out of gems constantly. Okay, so we're kind of running out of doors unless we go back to the observatory, which is not a terrible idea now that we have 2 keys. But at this point, I'm kind of like, let's work our way backwards. And then, worst case, we'll get back to the kitchen, eat up, and then we can run back. Oh my god, I keep almost missing money, and apparently I did in securities. I did before security, too. Okay. I'm so glad weight room only triggers once. It's good to know that weight room triggers when you draft it, though. Like, that's key. Utility closet, commissary. Commissary might be good. Might be the first time I gotta pass up a confidential. It is a door. The commissary is a door, right? Requires a gem. Let's do it. We can probably buy a gem back. I don't think this arcade's ever gonna work. Commissary will be closed from day 12 to day 16. Day 21 and 20 have sales. $10 for a key is highway robbery. That sounds ridiculous. We buy shovel. We buy salt shaker. We buy gem. Thank you for the coupon. We can buy more gem. Okay. That seems pretty good to me. Do we use this key here? We might as well. I want to keep like one key flush if we can. We didn't do any flushes, or any spreads, I should say. Let's take Rumpus Room. What's our allowance? Oh, it doesn't tell us. Our allowance has got to be at least 5, probably 6. Maybe it's still 5. Which is good. Like, this isn't going to kill the run. How many doors we got left? We got 2 other doors. 3 if we count the observatory again. But that passageway is also locked, if I remember correctly. We are gem flush. We've never been in this room. Again, I keep trying to crouch so I can like read things, and they don't want you doing that. Oh my money. I can't move.
And as it was foretold, I am awakened at the sound of a dropping coin. You find yourself face to face with the great Alzara.
The great Alzara.
And I suspect you wish me to look into your future.
Yeah, why not? I mean, I got my own tarot cards, but...
Is becoming clear. I see a boy standing on a shore of white sand.
Slides of pea.
He is looking for something. Something he was told he would not find. I see a black cat tied to a red flag. I hear the wind blowing.
Should I be taking notes?
The flag does not stir. I see a door marked by a rogue moon. A door that is always locked, yet has no key. It is the door you have been searching for, yet will not find. A lost room beyond the dark waters. What you have heard here has been foreseen by the great Alzara. Until the dawn of the following day, I will have nothing more to say.
That was fun. I wonder if that's either like foreshadowing the ending of the game, or it's foreshadowing like a secret ending to the game. Because like I have to imagine there's something beyond the antechamber. Of course, there's a door that leads north. So it could just be like a treasure room, whatever the deed's there, you win. But maybe it leads to like a whole beach behind the mansion, and there's even more puzzles back there for those who are extra crazy. It's a fun little room here. A lot of money. All right. How many items do I have? I wish I could see my... Okay, there we go. Car keys, key card, sleeping mask, coupon book, magnifying glass, shovel, salt. 2-gem archive isn't the most appealing. Gymnasium's not bad, but it's not going to do anything for us. It literally does nothing except make us save steps and $1, and we're so flush on both that I don't really care about that. I'd rather see if we can do anything interesting with the workshop. And also I want to see what the letter of the day is. Today's letter is R. R like a pirate. All right. We got anything good here? I'm gonna go with no. When I was looking at these pieces, I didn't think that anything would even go together. But I had to try, you know? Yeah, I don't think this is gonna work. You can't salt up your sleeping mask. Obviously, like anyone could have told you that. Alright, so that officially did nothing for us. And wasting our steps and money in futures, so... Maybe not the best. Maybe we buy more gems now. They only cost 2. Keep some money. I feel like 6 is a good amount. Unfortunately, we still only have the 1 key, so I'm... And now that I'm thinking about it, the 1 key is only going to give us access to maybe 2 rooms if we go this way. Whereas if we go this way, it'll give us more. It might be time to go back to the chapel. And then buy some bananas in the kitchen. Except I'm going the wrong way. Wow, I wasted some steps there because I don't know where I'm going. It's kind of hurting. Oh well. Because this door is locked, right? The observatory door just has slightly more potential, right? Is that crazy of me? I know we might not get back there, but I feel like it's worth keeping that potential alive. Yeah, these only 1. And they actually, you can salt your bananas. Of course you can salt your bananas. Why wouldn't you? Gotta activate the bananas somehow. This is a dead-end archive. Unfortunately, unless we just keep getting straight paths, this is also going to be kind of messed up. We have so many gems, we take veranda here. Sledgehammer. Shovel. Maybe we can make something with that now. Not that we can ever get back to the workshop, even though it's right next to us. Old shoe. Okay, these are both dead ends, so we take the archive for sure. And this is also a dead end. Pebbles. A coin. And our key back, or a key back. So we're still doing okay. We're actually, this might be one of the bigger houses we've ever made. Even though I keep feeling like we're running out of opportunity. Oh, almost missed that gem. We're actually still doing pretty alright. So let's go back to the passageway. Probably buy another banana along the way, maybe. I guess it would have been nice if I could have got the club sandwich, but it's not that big of a deal. Especially with the salt shaker. It actually gets... Wait, with the salt shaker and the coupon, the banana costs 1 and gives us 4 steps. Whereas the club sandwich gives us 16 steps for 7. So banana is just better. I don't necessarily need to be spending money on the bananas, but I do remember that the pantry note says you need 5 bananas. I believe that's 5 there, because we got 2 for free. Bought 1 earlier and just bought 2 now. Okay. What's behind door number 1,000? Oh, this side's actually a huge room to get right here. And a key. Crazy. And an and. Sorry, and an ampersand. Locksmith. We've never seen this before. Do we take the never seen it before, or do we take the archive floor plan? I'm kind of saying floor plan. We have 2 keys. We only have 1 door to unlock. Just found ourselves in the hallway. That's fine though. Free allowance raise as far as I'm concerned. Dude, what's our allowance? $10? I feel like I might be breaking something. I feel like I cracked the code in the weirdest way. There's no, like, I'm losing my mind a little bit. Cause okay, at the start we got 1 singular coin. It was like $2. Now you have $2 every day, and I'm like freaking out. And now we have 5 times that in the same day. We're gonna go from $0 allowance to $10 allowance. And okay, wait, these aren't dollars, they're gold pieces. How much money is that? In 1990, whatever. Alright, back to the observatory. We are ending our run one way or another. We cannot get to this upper right corner. I guess when I was at security, I could have stepped in the guest bedroom to get 5 more steps. But that's not that important. It was just a random thought that I had because the sleep mask. We do have a lot of steps still. Let me count them out real quick. When I get to where I want to be. Oh no, we've already, because I was gonna say let's go back to the workshop, but we've already passed that. There's no real reason to. I just want to see if we can do anything with the sledgehammer. That's fine though. We did not figure out the password, which is unfortunate. Though we did find a second terminal, which is nice. I do regret not taking the upgrades that we could have taken earlier. We found a couple of upgrade discs in previous runs that I did not get the opportunity to use. I don't like that there's an upstairs area here, because it like makes me feel like I have to look, even though I know no, there's nothing up here. All right. This might be the last room. That was the easiest pick of my life right there. We have another room. We got the bedroom. Bunch of extra steps. She has the symbol of the moon, the rogue moon, as they called it. I want to say that's the great uncle's wife. But the great uncle didn't necessarily, there is no implication that he had kids, so maybe he didn't even have a wife. I feel like he would have though, because like, yeah, right, there was the woman who died, and then they wanted to, like, there was a commissioning of her portrait to be put in the West Wing. That was in the Red Room. Sorry, I'm scrolling through my notes right here. I didn't save that part. It's fine. Like I said, I'm gonna go back through my notes and like actually make them a little more proper, and maybe to the point where I can present some of them to y'all. But for now, just know that I'm trying to make things a little more organized so it makes sense to me. Why is this bed like up against here? Like you can't really access this spot. It feels like bad feng shui. I think it's mostly just because of the bedposts. Like if they were thinner and not, you know. Anyway. Last room potentially again. Whoa, last key. This is the office. We've never even been here before. Oh, and it's a door as well. Yes, dude. I'm so pleased with this run. It's insane. 12 allowance. I'm so stoked. I'm gonna pop off in the group chat because I'm pretty sure the other people in the group chat are farther than me, which means they have to know about the allowances, right? Okay, so we have another photo. Maybe this is Mr. Sinclair when he's younger, because this would be his office, would it not? I mean, that's him right there. He has a much less impressive mustache. The nose is pretty similar. The hair is not. It's hard to tell. What is with this bust of the guy with like Mishima hair? This guy's coming out of Tekken. Long lost Heihachi grandchild. Hey, another upgrade disc. We can go spend that right now. Oh, right here, in fact. Where do we even start with here? Okay, like, let's look at this. The antechamber lever in the greenhouse is broken again. I don't think there is enough time to put in another work order before Simon arrives, so just make sure the west and east levers are operational. Okay, we did find like a lever part before. So you have to fix that broken lever part and bring it to the greenhouse. It's kind of crazy. I've never even seen the greenhouse, as far as I can tell. The hell is that? Okay, we found another safe. Bridget, please check if any books matching these titles are available for purchase in Reddington. Flight of the Queen, March of the Count, Fall of the Lord, Passing of the Barons, Herrings of the Major. Had a little trouble reading the Baron's writing, so I'm not sure if the last title is intended to be hearings or herrings, but knowing Herbert, I suspect either would be suitable. I did not expect us to find like a big juicy room right at the end of this run. I was kind of like content with what we've done. I'm trying to see if there's any method to this madness. This doesn't click again, so that just unveils the safe. We do have a fake safe code. Let me scroll up and find it. And by fake, I mean it was written on a red card. It says 9083. There's no way that would work. I'm like, can I read this upside down? Not really. The 3 is the only thing that offsets that. This might be a mystery we don't solve right now. Don't know what's up with these hands. Why he has so many statues of hands. Definitely insert the disc. What do we got? What do we got? Okay. Give me a door. That'd be sick. Storeroom with 2 keys. Storeroom with 2 gems. Storeroom with $10. Well, $10 all of a sudden is not that much money to me anymore. 2 gems is nice, but it doesn't change things. Keys apparently are worth a lot of money, whereas gems are not. So I think this is the easy key choice here. It feels like keys are worth more than gems. They are used in more ways because they're both used for drafting, gems and keys. Keys to get access to drafting, gems to get access to the rooms. But keys can also open up loot boxes. And I don't think gems don't really have a second use. And that's my logic. And because we have such an allowance, I don't even care about $10 anymore. I'm getting more than that just by existing. That's how you know you're too rich. When you're like, come on. I wake up and I make more money than that. All right. Is this door going to be locked? GG, folks. I think that is the end of this run. Oh, no, wait. Okay, no, we got the upgrade thing. So, yeah, I think that might be it. Because, like, what else can we do here? Quickly scan through our possibilities. We didn't end up getting that coat check again, which is fine. Because it means our metal detector is going to be around for next run. I felt really flush with consumables in this run. Which is great news for next run. Because we're going to have even more money. And we still have the metal detector to pick up later. And then we also have upgraded rooms for next run. And again, with the parlor and billiard room solved, I'm feeling really good about our potential in the future. I just wish there was a way, I don't know, it's tough because like, it's all about the drafting, right? You don't want to make dead ends. So I feel like I need to work on that skill a little bit. I feel like I did really good in the bottom, but then as things got a little more scary towards the top, the weight room especially kind of messed with me. Having to go back to the chapel wasn't great either. It ended up being just a dead end. Maybe if I went this way first, it would have felt a bit better. Maybe you don't want to push north. I don't know. I'm still trying to find the balance between pushing north and not. I felt like pushing north was good because we were running out of steps and I felt like dining room was going to pop up, and it did. So I feel like that part of my draft was good. But there was a lot of small decisions that affected the run one way or another. Don't know what this magnifying glass is going to accomplish for us, but now we know. What's weird is it like magnifying the text that I already saw. Like, I don't know if my eyes are good enough that I could just see it without it, because that's kind of what it felt like. Like, what was that note we saw today where we found it? I'll end the video. I just want to see. Oh yeah, it's the heating and cooling thing. And then if I open up in full screen, yeah, it's a little hard to read for sure, especially in the screenshot. But all it says is cooler is unaffected. So I don't know. We'll play with temperatures in the house, I'm sure, in future. All right. We'll call it a day finally. We accomplished a lot. Wait, one sec. I just want to make sure there's nothing else here, right? We couldn't open the other one. Safe had nothing. We don't have a safe code. And there was nothing here, right? Oh, I'm so glad we did not end this run. Run payroll. After running this process, checks will be placed in each of the staff members' room. This includes each servant's quarters and maid's chamber. Oh, in the room right now. Any day next week. So, do I have a servant's room or maid quarter? I don't think I do. Okay, that wouldn't have changed anything anyway. That's funny. I almost did not use this computer. Spread gold in the estate. Well, I don't know where that went, and we can't log in still. Okay, so there's 3 computers that we've seen. I guess I'll think harder about what this password could be. Wait a minute. What is it? I'm saying I'm gonna end the video, and now I'm like, I got a new theory. What is the name of the company? Cinca Empire. Is it like Cinca Inc.? Like you can see it on the bottle here. You can see it on the safes as well, but not that safe, I guess. Because maybe that's the password. Sorry, I'm like looking for the note now where it has the password scratched out. Oh, yo, it really could be. For a second, I thought I had it. Is it Cinca Inc. with a K? I think this is close. Do I have any other notes where it refers to Cinca? Not that I'm seeing. Again, apologies. In the laboratory. How close are we to the... I mean, it's right there, isn't it? We still have some steps. Yeah, it's not too far. And plus we had the bedroom right here. Is Cinca written down anywhere? Because otherwise I feel like I have to go back to the boudoir. Wait. Oh, the boudoir is not that far either. Again, I can't believe I was about to end this video. Then I was like, wait a second. Listen, we're not doing anything with these steps now anyway. Whatever. Oh, we can't even see the door now. No. Wait. Anything of interest? I still can't believe the answer to this riddle slash puzzle. I guess it's not really a riddle. You got 10 triggers again. That's crazy. Oh. Just someone's leaving their money around. What's going on there? Anything in the mailroom? Listen, I'm getting a little desperate. Cinca Co. That's what I was looking for. It's Cinca Co. Well, that changes things a little bit, I think. I have to make sure this is the right way. Again, we didn't see those drawings that we saw in the drawing room. I guess we could just use the thing in there, the terminal in there, but whatever. I'm just wondering if there's anything else in here. Let me look at this note one last time. The one with the scratched out password. Nope, that's the notice of termination. Staff noticed. Huh. Yeah, I'm at a loss. I thought we were close. I know one of my friends at least has solved this. I swear, it does just look like Cinca Inc. Maybe it's gotta be capital. Maybe passwords are cap sensitive. This doesn't make sense though, because this is not even the name of the company. You know what I mean? I'm spinning my wheels. Okay. Also, that would be a terrible password. You name the password your company, or like the password is the name of your company? Come on. Okay, well, it's finally time to call this a day. I've had enough. Minimize that. We've been playing for an hour and a half almost. The impressive bed and breakfast. 5 bedrooms, bacon and eggs. I like it. That's cute. Oh, we didn't even go back to the trading post ever. I guess we should have done that when we went back to the chapel. I didn't think about that. Or after we got the sledgehammer in the patio / veranda. Yeah, that was a mistake. I totally forgot about the trading post. Okay, so that's one thing we could keep in mind for future. As is, once again, we are like, what is this? 8 rooms away from filling out the map, at least. I don't know what that means, but we're doing all right, I find. I'm happy with how things are going. So again, hope you all are too. If you are, click the like button, subscribe if you haven't, and I'll see you in the next one. I need a break for now. Bye-bye.